Sweet Top Farm. I've just come in and washed off from a very muddy and very wet harvest today. We've gotten just under 2 inches of rain when we were thinking maybe 1/10 of an inch was what we were going to get. But we have a beautiful box that we did clean and recommend that you clean again when you get home before you eat it. Let's take a look. This is the third box of the season and we're seeing more diversity, which is exciting for me as we plan our meal for the week, or our meals for the week. So we have another bunch of scallions. We've really just been substituting anything that we use for onions with scallions. You can use the whites and the greens. There's a few garlic scapes left out in the field, so everybody got a small bunch of those. Remember, just use these just as you would garlic cloves. Chop them up small. Anything that you use garlic in, you can use a garlic scape. A beautiful bunch of cilantro this week. It's a very fragrant herb. We use it a lot of times when we are sauteing things, just to add a little bit of flavor, using in stir fries. Another beautiful bunch of radishes. Remember, if these are too spicy for you, just cook them. Just doing it lightly will take the spice right out of it. When you go to store these, make sure you take the radishes off of the greens. That'll make them last longer. You can eat radish greens. They are not really that appealing to me, so we just compost them. Let's see what else is in here. Oh, here's a cloth bag. Inside the cloth bag, we have a full pound of beautiful sugar snap peas. Remember, we reuse these bags, so return them to your drop site. My grandma and my mom made these, and it saves us from using a lot of plastic bags. So, one head of lettuce this week. Everyone got a green leaf lettuce. Most of our red leaf lettuce did not germinate well in the greenhouse this year, so that's why we're lacking diversity in lettuce colors. But the green leaf is still really delicious, so enjoy that. We'll be taking a break from lettuce next week. Ooh, something new in the box this week, broccoli. We love broccoli in our house, so this won't last long. Everyone got 2 heads of broccoli. Another new item in the box this week is Napa cabbage. You can use the leaf and the stem of the cabbage. You can eat it fresh, you can cook with it, lots of different things. Refer to our newsletter for a few different recipe ideas. Ooh, doggy! Look at these beets! These are probably the most beautiful spring beets we've ever had. Usually we get disease in the leaves and they look pretty ugly, but we're very excited to see these out in the field, and man, did they grow from last week to this week. A little bit of rain, a little bit of heat, and they look beautiful. You don't need to peel these beets. They're very tender. They're very sweet still, so don't bother with that. They're great roasted. You can shred them and eat them raw. Again, refer to the newsletter. I have a great carrot beet salad recipe on there that we love in our house. Just like the radishes, take the beets off the greens and they'll both stay fresh for a longer period of time. You can eat beet greens. My favorite thing to do is chop both the stems and the leaves up, saute in olive oil and garlic. You could use garlic scapes there until the leaves are bright green, and then just add a little bit of balsamic vinegar, salt and pepper. You have a really great side. And then the last thing in the box this week, everybody got one more kohlrabi. Remember, take the top and the bottom off, peel, and it's just great. Sprinkled with a little bit of salt after you slice it. You can also cook with it. And I will say that this week you can make my favorite early season recipe, which is Adam's fried rice. You can find that recipe in the newsletter this week that we send to you, and it uses just about every single thing in your box. So if you're feeling a little overwhelmed with what's here, look at that recipe. You'll have leftovers. You'll be able to feed a family of 4 or more, depending on how much. And we just serve it with brown rice and some scrambled eggs, and It's delicious. So take a look at that and tell us what you think. If you have other ideas for recipes that would go well with this week's box, please email us at sweettopfarm@gmail.com. I hope you have a great week and enjoy this week's harvest.